I already knew he liked that watch. So then I surprised it. Honestly, shout out to Mr. Beast. He's one of those people that I looked up to, and he changed the way I thought about things. Everything I'm living right now is because I wrote it down. You can go to the gym and not do shit. He literally would be depressed and just stay in his room crying, going crazy. And I was like, bro, how can I help him? People think success is watches. They think success is being in a high-rise condo. People think it's cars. No, bro.
Hi everyone that are seeing this video. Today we have an incredible guest. He's an entrepreneur, an influencer, and his content is too good for all the people that see it. Thank you, Jorge, for accepting this invitation.
It's my pleasure, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, if you mind telling us what you do for a living for the people.
Yeah, so my name is Jorge Antonio Cisneros, and what I do for a living, this is every time somebody asks me that, I always say I just go ahead and live and record my life. So you can call it an influencer, you can call it content creator, but I've been able to make videos online, document my journey in my life, and monetize it in a way that is authentic to myself. So when people ask me, what do you do for a living? I just say, I make videos on the internet.
Okay. Um, what do you do today? You were at the gym, right?
Yeah, so today I was looking for a whole bunch of stuff to buy because I haven't done Christmas shopping. So I was
All right.
just seeing where I can go buy some stuff. And then I went to the gym right now and you sent me a message and I follow your account. It's called Mexican Frases, right?
Right, right.
Exactly. And I watched your video, so I'm a fan of your page. And I was like, what the heck? He wants to do an interview. So
Right.
I texted you right back and I was like, let's do it.
Thank you so much for that time. And I really appreciate your content too. And I actually see that yesterday you had bought an watch. No?
Yeah.
Okay. How was buying that stuff? It was how do you feel buying that stuff? Because
So I feel so the watch that I posted, you're talking about, I went to go buy a watch for my brother. My brother, Lord Trunks, it was his birthday, December 20th. And I was like, dude, what should I get my brother? You know, he's been a big part of my life and we do all business together. And I was like, I know he has the money to buy this, but it's not something he would buy. So I pretended like I was gonna buy something for myself. I went to the Cartier store and I was like looking at Cartier watches, and I already knew he liked that watch. So then I surprised it, so did a surprise for him right there. I was gonna wait till his birthday, which was the day after, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna just give it to him right now. So that's the watch that you're talking about that I bought that day.
yeah.
So I mean, it feels normal. Like these are things that I used to back in the day when I was a lot younger. I used to always see people like buying watches, cars. And now that, to be honest, now that I could buy all that stuff, it doesn't mean that much to me because I have envisioned myself being able to buy these things and live this life for so long that to me it's nothing new. But now obviously it's here in the material world and it really just feels like a watch, like it's nothing. The same watch that I used to have back in the day, which was a G-Shock $100 watch, it tells the same time. So the only difference now is really just how I view it. Maybe back then I would put all these things on a pedestal and be like, oh my gosh, like a Cartier watch, Rolex, blah, blah, blah. But now when you can buy those things, you realize that that's not the feeling I was chasing. The feeling and the good feeling isn't in the when you buy it, it's just knowing that you can and everything you've been through to go ahead and actually get there. So to me, it's just a watch. What felt good was me buying it for my little brother.
Yeah.
Like that's the best feeling, being able to spoil the people around you.
That's a really good mindset that you have. And talking about brothers, what's brotherhood for you?
Brotherhood to me is everything. My brother is not just my brother, he's my best friend. And I view him as like somebody I really care for because when we were little kids, we had literally planned and always wanted to do this type of stuff. And how I used to see other brothers, I would always see other brothers like they never really cared for each other. A lot of brothers are not best friends, they don't do things together. Luckily for me, I have a really amazing mom and amazing dad that they raised us to always be there for each other and to work together. Because at the end of the day, all I have is the brotherhood. My brother is everything to me. I want to make sure he's straight and I want to put him in a position to win. And I know he wants the same for me. When I had nothing, he was there for me. When he had nothing, I was there for him. And we used to fight like little kids and stuff. You know, little kids were always fighting and stuff. But as we grew older, we started to realize that it was either going to be me against the world or us against the world. And I'm just grateful to have my brother because without him, a lot of the things wouldn't have been possible. Making sure that he kept me accountable. Just as simple as today, maybe I don't feel like going to the gym, but maybe my brother does. And he wakes up, he's like, let's go to the gym. And then there's some days where he doesn't feel like going to the gym. And I'm like, bro, let's go to the gym. And then everything he learns, he helps me with. Everything I learn, I help him with. So it's like, dude, if you don't have a brother, find people that you can create a brotherhood with and grow with because being a lone wolf isn't going to get you far. People that go to the top obviously have something that other people don't. You can go to the top fast, but you can go far together. So brotherhood to me is everything.
For me too, actually, and I really feel like you have a type of how do you say mentality, that I'm really into that, and you start creating content because of your brother, or both of you start at the same time?
So we actually started creating content like a long time ago. Ever since I was a little kid, when I was like 10, 9 years old, I was actually the first one that started making videos on YouTube. So I used to play this video game called RuneScape on the computer. And I got really into it and I started just recording myself playing that. And then I would do magic tricks and then I would just start vlogging. And then I started doing funny skits. The first time me and my brother ever did a video together, it was on my channel and we did skits, like funny skits.
Yeah.
We did that for a little bit. Obviously, I always wanted to make it into a job or make a living out of it. But back then, I didn't have this mindset and I wasn't as confident. And my brother wasn't either. I would always tell him to make videos, be like, bro, you make videos, you make videos, you make videos. But it's not until I started making money with my first online business, which was drop shipping, and I moved out of my parents' house and I went to go live with my friends in a house. And then my brother kind of felt like, damn, he's doing it without me. And
Yeah.
I remember specifically when he started making videos, he started doing TikTok. So he started doing TikTok, and one of his first videos blew up, which was him and my dog. Like it was him and my dog. And I remember him calling me, and he was like, bro, dude, my video's going crazy. Like, look at my video. And on TikTok, he was getting like views, like Papa, just notifications, boom, 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 boom. And then I was like, okay, boom, he's starting to make videos. Because before he didn't, he just wanted to play video games. You know, as a little kid, you just don't care about this type of stuff. But he
Yes.
saw me doing it. And then he locked in and started doing TikTok videos. And it's been history ever since. He blew up like crazy. And we just went and started making videos together. So it's been a long journey. I know a lot of people just see like right now, but we've been making videos since we were little kids.
Okay. Yeah, because you say before you got that vision, when you were kids. And another question, it's a random question, but I remember a video of your brother. Well, not a video, but I see you. your brother and you with Mr. Beast. That how was that experience? Like seeing this type of mindset, this kind of uh, expensive and all that stuff, because Mr. Beast is so on top right now.
Yeah, Mr. Beast, honestly, shout out to Mr. Beast. He's one of those people that I looked up to, and he changed the way I thought about things. When he went and invited us to go work with him, it's when my brother was doing, like, it was at the beginning of when he started doing the I'm stronger, smarter, better videos.
Yeah.
So his team reached out to him, and then we went to go fly out to I think it's South Carolina in Greensville. And bro, like back then we were doing fitness coaching and we were making TikTok videos. TikTok videos were not making money yet because back then TikTok didn't have the programs that they have now in place to make money. So back then we were doing a lot of fitness coaching, selling fitness programs and helping people get muscle and lose fat. So that's where our money was coming in, and we were just taking advantage of the algorithm to get exposure. Mr. Beast hit us up, we flew out there, and bro, like seeing his whole operation, seeing the way he made videos. I remember this specific thing. They were talking about one TikTok video. It was going to be for The Rock because The Rock, he was trying to do a rock, paper, scissors challenge with The Rock. The Rock was about to have this new movie coming out. And he mentioned that he spent over $100,000 on one TikTok video. And we're like, what the heck? Like just for one video? Like, how is that even possible? Like, imagine how much he's spending for the YouTube video. But then he started teaching us, like, what I learned from him is to reinvest all your money back into your content, everything. And every single waking minute of your day, focus on what you want to do. For him, it's making videos. Every single day, every waking minute, he's thinking videos, 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 business, business, business. And back then, we were kind of thinking, we weren't as deep into it. We were kind of, I'm not sure if I can cuss, but we were bullshitting. Like we were making money, we were getting views, but we were comfortable. But when we went with Mr. Beast, I just seen everything, his office, his employees, the amount of effort and how much he loved to do it. Like it just blew my mind. So shout out to Mr. Beast because even right now I see he's doing the Beast games. So he's
Yes.
taking it to the next level. He's making
Sorry.
sure he's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of us who make content, we get comfortable with the amount of money you make, with the views. You think, oh, I'm already famous, or oh, I get a couple thousand views. Mr. Beast is always taking it to the next level and pushing the limits of what himself thinks is possible. So shout out to Mr. Beast because from the outside, it's different. When you look at somebody like that, you think they're not human, you think they're not regular people. Mr. Beast is literally a regular person just like me and you, and just like the people watching us. We're all the same. The only difference is the amount of focus he has, and obviously the amount of energy he puts into the things he wants to make work. So that's what was my experience to like working with Mr. Beast. It's just crazy even remembering because sometimes I forget, like, yeah, we worked with Mr. Beast.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I remember that because yesterday I saw the Beast games, and
Yep.
it's incredible to see how much effort an episode could have, I think he actually broke like 40 record kindness or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to look out for question I have in a document just
Uh-huh.
so don't get like confused about me using
Yeah,
the
yeah.
um how do you feel about changing content or increase like your content? Because
Changing content.
yeah, because I see that you do something and then you increase that content, but in some different way.
So how I view content is, like I said at the beginning, it's about my life. A lot of times we go ahead and box ourselves in. We say, oh, if I make workout content, I'm a fitness influencer.
Yeah.
Or if I clip up motivational clips, I'm a clipper. Or if I buy cars, I'm a car channel. The way I always looked at content is something ever changing, just as I change, because I'm not going to stay the same always. Maybe at the beginning, like I said, I used to do magic videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't do magic videos anymore. Back then, I literally would just record my face on TikTok, working out or hiking or running or with my family, and put a quote at the top. So that was a form of content I did. Back then, I would do Mexican memes. Back then, I would go live. Back then, you see, so
Yeah.
a lot of times I go ahead and do what's authentic to myself. And I found that being authentic and just recording Jorge Antonio, recording Sushi Bros is the content. I don't specifically want to box myself into just being this type of person or this type of channel or however people look at it from the outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I just record whatever I like watching is what I make. So right now I want to upgrade my life. I want to be uncomfortable. I want to be doing things that I want, working out. I want to live good. I want to buy cool cars. I want to travel. So my content is going to reflect that authenticity because that's the main thing about this is being authentic with yourself and just documenting your journey as a person. From the outside, people relate to you as a person. So just be authentic. And if you want to change content, change it. Because at the end of the day, you have to enjoy what you want to do. If I don't like doing Mexican memes, I'm not going to do that no more. So that's what I feel about changing content. Just do whatever you want, record anything.
That's a good advice actually. And how do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, do you see having a family, a wife, or something like that?
So back then, I used to think a lot about the future. I would go ahead and write down like by 5 years, I want to live here, or 5 years, I want to do this. And I still do that. But to be honest, I try to stay more in the present moment and not try to look too much in the future. And also this, not try to look too much in the past. Because I feel like if you get caught up in the future too much, you're not thinking in the present. So a lot of the times I just go and figure out what am I going to do today? What am I going to do? Maybe just not even in a week, but what do I need to do today? And then, yes, I have goals. Like, yeah, I
Yes.
want a family. Yes, I want this amount of money. Yes, I want this amount of followers, but I don't really think about it that much. I try to focus and put all my energy in the present moment. So if right now I'm doing an interview with Salvador, I'm going to go ahead and be in the present. I'm going to give my all and my energy and everything I have to this interview. Right now, I'm not worried about, oh, damn, later I got to go to the mall. I'm going to give my dad this. I'm going to give my mom. Like, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Yes, I give myself time to think in the future and put myself goals, but I try to just focus on what can I do today? Like literally, one day to me is 1 year. Because for me, in one day, I could get so much done compared to somebody who doesn't do nothing for a whole year. I lived one day, 1 year. So
Okay.
today, what can I do? Work out, boom, I can make a video, interview, boom. I'm gonna go get on this sales call, boom. I gotta go do this mentorship call. I'm gonna help my student. Oh, I'm gonna go make content later today. Oh, so this I try to stay a lot in the present and like immediate future.
That's a very productive mindset, actually. And that remind me a quote of McGregor that he says something like, if you think about the future, you're stressing. And if you think
Exactly.
about the past, you're nostalgic. But if you think about the present, you're like living the moment, you know? And I think that's very productive to think about, you know?
Yeah.
And
And shout out to McGregor too. I love that guy.
yeah, yeah, he has an incredible mindset
Yeah.
because he's like in this manifesting stuff, you know? And do you manifest or have you manifest?
100%.
Yeah,
100,000%, bro. Everything I'm living right now is because I wrote it down. Everything I imagine myself doing right now, like you said earlier, how did it feel buying the watch or whatever?
yeah,
Dude, it doesn't feel like nothing to me right now because when I had nothing, I was delusional, bro. I was crazy. The same confidence you see me having right now and that people see on the videos is the same way I thought 5 years ago, even 10 years ago, bro. Like dead ass. A lot of people don't know how old I am. I'm 27 years old. 10 years ago, I was 17 years old. At 17, when I graduated high school, I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Now, time just has to catch up and I have to put in the work. So, like McGregor, the manifesting, when I had nothing, I knew I was going to be here. It wasn't like, oh, damn, maybe this or maybe that. And that's a lot of the things that I see from the younger generation on why, yes, we compare ourselves to people on the internet, like, damn, like this guy has everything. This guy has blah, blah. He just blew up overnight, blah, blah, blah. But people don't see that you've been thinking like this for years. So it's all about envisioning it in your head, but don't get caught up just envisioning it. I can stay here and just be like, yeah, I want to do this. I want to retire my mom. I want to retire my dad. But then if I after the interview, I just go to sleep and just go fucking do nothing, nothing's gonna happen. You have to think like this, be overconfident, and most importantly, do small wins in the day to make yourself feel good. I worked out, I feel good. I did this interview, I feel good. I did content, I feel good. I went and made a course today, a section for my training. I'm feel good. So it's all about confidence and then thinking, and then the manifesting comes if you put in the work though.
For real. Um, you think you're somehow too disciplined in your days? Like you think about doing something and you do it at that time? What's your type of mindset in that form?
Yeah. Yeah, with discipline, every single time I have an idea, I act on it right away. So that's why, like, for instance, you said interview and you said either today or the 26th. I'm like, let's just do it right now. Let's do it
All
right
right.
now.
Yeah.
Discipline, and to be honest, I'm one of the laziest people ever. Like a lot of people think that uh like I'm such hard working, I'm lazy, bro. Like I know this about myself. So that's why when I have even a little bit of motivation, I'm like, fuck it, let's do this because I know I can't just rely on that feeling. But if I have the feeling, take advantage of it because a lot of people try to say, oh, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, or yeah, I'll start tomorrow. People say they want to work out. If you want to work out right now, go on the floor and do 20 push ups. Or you say you want to work out. No, people don't want to work out. They just want to think themselves of, oh my gosh, I'm a workout person, or yeah, I went to the gym. You can go to the gym and not do shit. You can go do stuff, but you don't put your energy into it. And then once you make it a habit, that's where I think that's more important because when you wake up, do you not brush your teeth? Do you have to be disciplined to brush your teeth? No, it's a habit. You just do it.
For real. Yeah. Because exactly, I see all the time people at the gym that they just being there, they just don't put that effort on the set and that stuff, and that will make that they don't forget it, and that's a good advice. I'm going to check for another question.
Yeah.
Um, what inspired you to start creating content about self-development? What changed you? Because I know you have this mindset that you're just you, but what makes you be like that right now,
The main thing that I always think of is the past version of myself and my brother because that's a lot of the things that people don't see. When me and my brother were little, we used to do bad things. We would be stealing, we'd be doing drugs, we'd be hanging out with bad people. It got to the point so bad that me and my brother hated each other, and he started kicking it with bad people. I started kicking it with my own bad people. And then it got even worse that one time my brother, this is what literally did it for me. My brother would literally get drunk, smoke, go to school. He got in trouble one time going to school in middle school, and they called my parents. And my brother literally started saying that he was depressed and he wanted to kill himself. So what did they do? they put him into a mental hospital. They locked him up in a mental hospital because he was mad and he said, I wanted to kill myself, whether it was true or not. They put him in there and they locked him up for a week. So imagine you're in a spot where there's crazy people. And my brother, and I'm like, what the fuck? He just said he wanted to kill himself? This is not Edwin. This is not Jose. This is not Lord Trunks. And when that happened, this entire time, it was years of him being depressed, being sad. And that hurt my fucking soul, bro. Like, he literally would be depressed and just stay in his room crying, going crazy. And I was like, bro, how can I help him? So I started doing research. I started looking at Tony Robbins. I started looking at Bob Proctor. I started looking at all these people talking about the mind and how what you think is what you become. Inner reflects outer. And I started doing all these psychological things. And I read this other book, Psycho-Cybernetics. And I was like, okay, everything has to do with the mind. If you can change your mind and how you think, you can change yourself. My brother's not a depressed person. He just has these emotions, and those are the thoughts that run in your head all day. So then I literally started doing the entire Tony Robbins thing on my brother, and I would write down. Some days I would say the wrong thing and I would get him mad, or he would get depressed, and I would go in my journal and write, today I try to help my brother, trying to get him to work out. He said this, it didn't work. Tomorrow I'm going to try something different. So years passed by and he started to get better and I started to get better. We actually started to work out. We started making videos. We started to become somebody positive, confidence. So then I was like, you know what? Everything that's helped me and my brother is going to help everybody else who's going through shit like this. Because during the times when you're sad or when you have no money or where you literally feel like you're alone, like, dude, you really need somebody there. And who was there for me? Those people that I just mentioned, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, and there's a whole bunch of others, but these are the ones that come to my mind.
Yes.
And those videos changed my life forever. I started reading books, Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich, and a whole bunch of other books. I just started diving into the mind. And this is what changed everything. Because a lot of the times people come to me and they're like, how do you make videos? How do I make money? Or back then I used to run ads, Facebook ads for businesses. They'll be like, what type of ads should I run? At the end of the day, that matters. But 80% of this is this up here, how you feel about yourself, your confidence. You literally become what you think about. People think success is watches. They think success is being in a high-rise condo. People think it's cars. No, bro. Success is literally just you progressively thinking about something that you're going to become. So success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. If you're already thinking about everything, you're already successful. If you're already thinking a good way, you're already successful. Success is not this materialism things. Confidence, all confidence is you believing in yourself. How are you going to believe in yourself? Doing small wins every single day. And that could be something simple. For somebody that's depressed, literally something simple could be waking up and taking a shower. That's a W. If you didn't do that yesterday, you're up. I'm up. If yesterday you didn't go to the gym, W. If today you didn't make a video, W. So all day you're stacking W's, you're stacking wins. And then it's literally impossible not to feel confident. So just do that every single day and you're going to win. That's what success is. But it all starts with up here. Change the way you think and you're going to change your life.
Okay. Thank you. And I have a different question, but it's like, do you believe in God or you have some mindset like that?
100%. Look, this is a journal that I write in every day. Right here it says, with God, all things are possible. And every single day it has a little quote down here. God is the main reason this is all possible. Because without, you can call it God, you can call it the universe, you can just call it positive energy, whatever you believe in. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, you always talk about God. Or other people might be like, dude, you're talking about manifesting. That's not God. To me, all God is positive and being sure that yes, I'm just a human like everybody else. And there's something way more powerful than us, whether it's a thing, a feeling, a person, whatever it is. God is just positive. So I 100% believe in God. I was raised when I was a little kid, I did everything Catholic. I was baptized, I did my first communion, I'm not even sure what it's called exactly, but I went through it all. And then I had a point in time where I was like, what the heck? Religion? I'm not religious. Who's God? You can't even see him. But I'm gonna tell you this. When I was thinking like that, I was not positive. I was not fulfilled because you can have all this success, materialism, money, views, girls, whatever success is to you. But at the end of the day, you're always gonna feel empty. So how to fill in that void is God. You have to give time to something positive, whether that's reading the Bible, whether that's something as simple as meditating. It's whatever it is to you that makes you feel good, but always have a higher energy, something good and something to put faith in. Because I have a lot of people who have died in my life. My best friend Sergio, my grandpa. I hope there's a God. I hope there's a heaven because that's a better thinking than saying no. The opposite of that is just depressing. And all the people that I know that don't believe in God or are atheists or just don't put God first, they don't win. This is also a thing I tell people when they're like, what do you do? Like, what do you do? I'm like, dude, this is what I do. I always put God first, my family first. Like literally, God and my family, God and my family, God and my family. And just be positive and do good for the world. Because these different books, whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, Catholic, they're all teaching you to be a better person. They're all teaching you to be positive. So whatever religion you believe in, if it's teaching you something to be good, be positive for your family and help people and be a good, decent human, that's all that matters to me.
And what's the best piece of advice that you have ever received?
The best piece of advice that I've ever received is
And if
not.
you okay, and if you mind telling you who told you that?
Look, I have two things that I like to say to this question. The first, the best piece of words advice is from my mom, and she says, she says it in Spanish. She's like, todo tiene solución menos la muerte. So she says everything has a solution besides death. So literally, a lot of people think that if you fail, that oh my God, it's the end of the world. Or if something bad happens to you, it's the end of the world. No, you can always keep going. Just keep going, keep going. So that's the best piece of advice that I've gotten. That was from my mom. But the best piece of advice that I've gotten is from people that I see that I don't want to be. That's the best advice I get, what not to do. So I can see certain family members or certain friends or certain people that I've just associated with myself. They have taught me so many things without even telling me stuff. By me just observing, I'm like, I don't want to be like that. I want to always put God first. I want to make sure my mom is straight. I want to make sure my dad is straight. So a lot of things I learned are not even from people telling me. It's just me just observing.
Okay. And finally, what advice would you give to the people that are watching this? What advice? And if you could, what quote is your favorite quote yet? Quote.
To everybody watching this right now, be more confident in yourself. You think all the people on the internet who make money or who are successful or who have the body of your dreams, do you think they're different? They're not different than you. They're humans just like you. I woke up, I took a shit just like you. I eat food just like you. You have to start being confident in yourself and believe in yourself because nobody's going to do it for you. Your mom isn't, your dad isn't, nobody. And always blame yourself for the position you're in right now. right now, you're the character you are right now because that's who you want to be. You created that life. You created that character. Everything in your life, the things you like, the things you don't like, you're in control. People say, "Oh, no, it's because of this person." It's because no, dude, it's you. Especially if you're watching this video right now, you have a phone, you have life. What's your excuse? There's people literally in their deathbed right now wishing to have the opportunity that you have. They might not have the health you have. They might not have the mom you have. They might not have the dad you have. So just start. Whatever you want to do, start today. If you put it to tomorrow, it's not going to happen. You have to start today and believe in yourself, brainwash yourself. You can't skip the steps. Today, maybe pick up a book, Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil. Go on YouTube and just listen to these things. I used to literally fall asleep to positive affirmations. I would literally fall asleep to Bob Proctor in my ear, telling, I am positive, I am healthy, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. I love my mom. I literally would record this, me saying it too, and play it back in my ear all day. Right now, you're getting brainwashed by your TikTok feed, by your Instagram feed, by your YouTube feed. And you're getting brainwashed by the music you listen to. If you're literally listening to whatever rapper talking about doing drugs and doing bad stuff, what did I say earlier? You become what you think about. So if you're thinking about that shit all day, who are you becoming?
And do you think, do you think you could give us a quote? Well, not a quote because that tell you your mom, but an advice in Spanish. I don't know if you could. Uh, it could be small, but
Quote in Spanish.
what do you mean?
How do you
Sorry?
quote in Spanish?
Frase. Frase.
Frase?
Yeah.
Un
Actually, that's my name. Mexicano frase.
frase?
Yes.
Okay. So una frase que yo siempre digo es cada día es lunes, cada día es lunes. Every day is Monday, every day is Monday. Cada día es lunes para mí es porque toda la gente que trabaja, tiene un trabajo, va a la escuela, el fin de semana, en el domingo dice, tengo que ir a trabajar, tengo que ir a la escuela. No, güey, cada día es lunes. Tienes que estar excited para el día, para empezar la semana. So, imagínate, si odias lunes, si odias todo el Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, ¿qué quiere decir? Que odias tu vida, porque el fin de semana nada más son 2 días. So, ¿qué quiere decir eso? Ponte en la mentalidad que hoy, mira, aquí tengo escrito en mi teléfono, dice, today's going to be my best day. Hoy va a ser el mejor día de mi vida. Hoy va a ser el mejor día de mi vida. Cada día es lunes, cada día es lunes. Yo amo la vida, amo la vida. ¿Qué voy a hacer hoy? Oh, yo quiero ir al gimnasio, quiero un six-pack. Ok, pues hazlo, porque todo lo que quieras hacer, primero tuviste que tener un pensamiento. So, agarra el pensamiento bonito, póntelo en la cabeza, repítetelo todo el día y hazlo. Y todo se puede hacer con esfuerzo y siempre pon tu familia primero. Si tienes una mamá que te quiere y un papá que te quiere, estás bien, siempre vas a tener la familia. Y Dios ahí va a estar para ayudarte. Él te quiere dar todo. Él te quiere dar todo. Todo. Pero tú también tienes que hacer de tu parte.
Thank you so much for that advice, bro, and not just for the advice, but to giving me that, giving me this interview. Is a pleasure to having you this time, and thank you really so much.
It's my pleasure, Salvador, and keep going at it, bro, because you look young too, so that means you're doing the effort to go ahead and do what you want to do for your life. And this is honestly something I need to do more because I need to go do interviews with people that I like because they're going to inspire me. So you motivated me to do this too. So I appreciate you, Salvador.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to having you this time.
Of course, bro.